It's 94.7 BlairRadio.com, and our local guest segments brought to us by Turnkey Nerds, 402-426-NERD, and our nonprofit news brought to us by RVR Bank. I want to say thank you to both of them for being a part of our broadcast. And as always, every couple of weeks, we get the pleasure of having Three Rivers Public Health come in and help guide us. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
So we're getting into a changing season, and outside you just don't know what's going on. That always brings to mind myself the health concerns. We're obviously probably getting into cold and flu season.
Yep.
And so just trying to read your mind, because I think that there's going to be a veritable cornucopia of topics to talk about today, is there?
That's a good word, yes. Yeah, a number of different things that we have going on at Three Rivers. It is, flu season, so we get very busy being out in the community offering flu clinics, flu vaccination clinics, and we're also offering COVID vaccinations again. We took a little bit of a break where we had the new updated vaccine available. So very busy out in the community. You can also stop in to Three Rivers for your flu shot or your COVID vaccine. You do not need to make an appointment. We are taking those on a walk-in basis.
Now, just a quick remander, the COVID vaccines are not free.
They are now not. Yep.
That's
so now,
insurance coverage.
Yep. So insurance, definitely, if you're not aware of what your specific insurance company will pay, I would give them a call first and just make sure going into it. There will be a charge. Now for COVID, it's no longer covered, no longer free. But you can come in without an appointment during normal, business hours for your flu shot, for your COVID shot. It's covers all the new variants, evidently. So definitely recommend it if you have not gotten that yet.
Okay. So that's the one thing out of the way.
Yep.
So what else is going on?
So I
for you
think
guys?
my coworker Courtney spoke a little bit maybe this summer about Narcan. Does that ring a bell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
it does. Yeah.
Yep. So Narcan is a nasal, spray or an inhalant spray, I guess would be the right word, that can reverse an opioid emergency when someone overdoses. So we do now carry it at Three Rivers. There's only, I believe, 3 or 4 other pharmacies in our jurisdiction that do carry it. And so anybody living in Wisconsin, where'd that come from?
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Going on vacation.
I used to live in Wisconsin, but that was long time ago.
Yeah.
Nebraska can come, no appointment needed, to Three Rivers and get, I think you can get up to, I think it's 4, I have to look at my notes, 4 boxes per day at no cost. And so this would be something you could just add to your first aid kit. If there were ever an emergency that you came across, or you were with somebody that was having an opioid emergency, you could assist.
Okay, and so now that is not as prevalent or in our area, or is it something that's growing? Is that the reason why that is, or it's just growing nationwide?
I think it's growing nationally for sure. We've had this, a crisis for for quite a while, and so it's just one of those things that we want to encourage people to include in their first aid kit as prevention.
Right.
And so what you do is one dose is considered one spray up one of the nostrils, and then after that first spray you call 911. And it's just keeping that person alive, hopefully until emergency medical services arrives.
Now, if you're come across somebody and you're like, I don't know, is this something, does it, and you use that, it doesn't cause any other issues.
It's not gonna hurt if it doesn't end up being an opioid overdose that's happening. It's not gonna hurt anything. Good question.
So that, because just you never know, because most of us are fairly untrained on these things.
Yes, and you don't have to be a medical professional to administer the spray.
Especially since it really doesn't do any damage. It's just a reverse effects of something.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. And so that is available now?
It is available now at Three Rivers, so you can come and pick up a supply just to keep, wherever you keep your first aid stuff.
And then does it have expiration? So you probably need to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I don't know what the expiration is, but I probably would keep an eye on that, because it's obviously not something you're going to be hopefully using very often.
If ever.
If ever, hopefully. But that'd be something I would need to check on.
So that way, and then probably would have to have like a turn back program or something like that down the road. That might
possibly.
Well, talk about that as we get more
Yes, haven't
information
gotten that
about
far yet.
those. So again, but that is something to have in, like you said, in your first aid kit, just in case.
Yep, exactly.
All right, so let's see what else is going on.
The other thing I was just going to mention is last week, I believe, was Children's Environmental Health Day. And so our environmental health specialist ran a coloring contest in our jurisdiction. We had a couple of elementary and daycares participate in Blair. And I believe all of the entries were turned in, and we will choose a winner this week.
Okay.
And all the entries then will be posted on the walls at Three Rivers. And the focus was what does the environment mean to you, or why is it important to you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Other than making sure you can breathe and everything
Right.
like that.
Yes,
so
that's also important.
That's the basis of environment, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
So,
exactly.
but right now, the environment is changing. We have harvest season going on. Is that causing any issues currently?
Possibly. I mean, with all the allergens in the air, I can't speak much to the specifics of that, but I would guess that, now is a time of year when there are lots of allergens. And, this spring and summer, too, with all the pollutants from the wildfires in Canada,
Right.
People have been more, noticing more some of the, the negative effects of poor air quality, unfortunately.
I think that's really wreaked havoc on me for a while.
Yeah.
So, but it was one of those that seemed like it was a cold or something like that just kept lingering. But once the fires the smoke went away, that went away. So it's like, so
Could be a
it
connection.
could be a connection.
Yeah.
So, but
Yes.
that's all, so those things are going on. Now, obviously, Three Rivers Public Health, you're always there to be able to reach out, to be a part of different things. The flu clinics, you're still going out?
Yep, we're still going out in the community. I probably should have looked up to see where we are in Washington County coming up soon. But I know that we definitely go to some churches in the area. And all over our 3 counties, we're very busy with flu vaccination clinics. I think we do over 100 in these couple, really short period of time.
So, like when you go to churches, I know you go to businesses, and that's really designed specifically for the business and
Staff,
their
usually,
staffing,
usually,
right?
yes.
If you go to a church or something like that, is that more of an
Yes,
open
that'd
clinic?
be like an open clinic.
Okay.
And you can always give us a call if you're wondering where we're going to be in Blair coming up soon.
Okay.
And of course, you can always stop into our clinic as well.
Right, and then we'll just look. We need to get that information up
Yep.
so we can do
I'll
an
take a
update,
look
community calendar.
Yes, I'll take a look and see what's coming up in Blair, and I'll let you know.
Okay,
Post it.
that'd be amazing. So again, really pretty concise, but a lot of information right there. Yes, so
We're always doing lots of different things.
You have a lot of different things. And again, if anybody has questions about what's going on,
Yep.
what Three Rivers Public Health is doing, the website, Facebook page, those are all
you can
great.
always give us a call as well.
And then, or stop in and meet the staff, because that's part of what you're doing is being able to have that relationship with the communities.
Exactly.
And so you cover again, it was Washington, Dodge, and Saunders counties. So again, that spreads you thin. How many people actually are part of Three Rivers Public Health?
As far as staff,
Yeah.
typically we employ around 19, 20. We have our clinic side that's staffed by, I think, 4 nurses, and our provider is a nurse practitioner. And then the health department side, which is where I am, we have our health educators and our environmental health specialist, our emergency preparedness coordinator, positions like that. So on our side, on the health department side, we're out in the community a lot. The clinic side, mostly they're in clinic. We do reproductive health care as well as immunizations and vaccinations. They're out right now a lot doing the flu clinics.
Right.
But that's kind of what the makeup of.
And then something that was talked about last time was like car seat safeties and stuff like that. So those should continue to go on.
Yes, we're, there's I think 4 of us that are child passenger safety technicians. So you can give us a call, make an appointment if you have a new car seat, or you just want to make sure your child is fitted in the car seat correctly and the right car seat for their age and weight and height. And then we also do, once a year, we do at least 1 car seat check in each of our counties in our jurisdiction. So we're out in the community, no appointment needed for those, and people just stop by and we can help.
The reason that came to mind is we had moisture and cooler temperatures. It doesn't take much before that becomes ice. And then you really want to make sure everybody in the vehicle, but especially the little ones are taken care of.
Exactly. Yep.
So, okay. Again, go ahead and go to their website, Three Rivers Public Health, look at .org,
Yep.
as well as look up their Facebook page. Keep posted. We will keep you in the know as you guys keep coming up. It's always a pleasure for me to have you guys come in and talk and make sure that everybody's aware of what's happening and how to be involved. So, again, things to keep in mind. The opioid reversal,
Narcan is what it's called,
is available
and free.
Yeah, and it is free. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's actually what's going to go into my question.
Yep.
It's free.
Free at Three Rivers.
At Three Rivers Public Health, and you can put that into your first aid kit. So again, and then it's just another reminder: refresh your first aid kit, because it's probably, if you haven't thought about it in a while, it's probably time to refresh it. So again, thank you for that information, and we'll make sure everybody knows about it.
Okay, thanks for having me.